Delilah, let me...
Okay, here you go.
Oh, okay, so we need to talk.
Hey, you need something?
Yeah, well, it's time for you to go home.
Are you sure?
Sure. But I can tell her to go to different places. Yeah, go wait for me at the apartment in NVAC.
Alright, that place is pretty gross, though.
That it is. You can tidy it up. I'm not gonna sleep there. Delilah has left your party. She is lounging around your apartment in NVAC, making it smell like incense. And her hair disappeared for a little while. Boone, the life of an NPC in this game. Hey, Veronica.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh?
I'm ready to travel with you.
Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Wait a minute. I'd like to, but I can't take you with me.
Aw.
Wait a minute. That means Boone can't come with me? Boone?
Fine by me.
Is it?
What is it?
If it's fine by you that you are left behind.
If that's what you think.
Yeah, you should head back home.
Alright. Guess I'll be around NVAC for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
I wonder if I can pick him up again. I think I should be able to. Huh. I'm not sure why I had Delilah and Boone in the same team. Maybe the check is different for him or not. I don't know.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh?
Maybe Delilah doesn't count as a companion. Well, she counts when she talks over people. Anyway, I'm ready to travel with you.
Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
A lot of enemies, huh? Actually, I'm more comfortable now that I know you've had some training.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
Veronica has given you the Scribe Assistant perk. Which is... While Veronica is a companion, the player can craft workbench items through Veronica's dialogue. Well...
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Oh, she has this line. I forgot about this line. It is not a dress, although I can give you a dress later. It doesn't change anything, I don't think. Let's talk.
What's up?
I have some questions for you.
He was dead when I got there.
It's fine. Tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
Yeah. What do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Do you like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves, it's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes, treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
What's the codex?
Ah, the codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats?
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Who's Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
That's interesting. We're gonna learn more about Father Elijah eventually. Never mind.
Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming too.
You already did. Let's, tell me about yourself.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
How do I best use your skills?
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Anything else?
Yeah. I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two.
Maybe. I think I can ask him... Yeah, what are your goals?
I want... a dress.
A dress?
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
Dude, I wonder if there are more old-world designer gowns in California than normal. So that's your goal. You want a nice dress?
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies before the war, they knew what they were doing.
If you say so. Tell me something else.
Can I make it up?
Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagined a grandfather to be.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost its power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How's that different from any other elder how any other elder would have reacted?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
You ever try to talk sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
Yeah. How's that different, though? What did you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Tell me something else about you.
Like what?
Do you have any family in the Brotherhood?
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time.
I think that line is just meant to be like their wars are pointless eventually.
Like what?
And I'm not sure if we're ever going to learn where her parents died, because I don't think it matters. Speaking of not mattering, ever been in love?
Ever been nosy? I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love.
Yeah, I think we learn about that later, so it does matter. What happened, though?
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
Ah, you didn't go with her?
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while.
Tell me something else.
Like what?
Are you well respected among the other members of the Brotherhood?
If you take trying to keep me as far away from Hidden Valley as possible because I ask too many difficult questions as a sign of respect, oh yeah. That's not to say I don't get along with them. I just think they don't know what to do with me sometimes. Like what?
Is there someplace you wanted me to take you?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work.
Okay, I want to discuss other things.
Ooh, got any juicy gossip?
I'm not sure, actually. Okay, goodbye for right now.
See you around.
Well, we're gonna be moving around for sure. I am worried about Boone. He wasn't very specific about where he wanted to go. Or rather, not about where he wanted to go, but about... we really need to go to Boulder City. Let's go back to NVAC. And make sure he's alright.
How you doing?
Boone?
Is it time?
Yeah.
Well, let me know when there's room for me.
Will do. Okay, so he's just gonna stick around. Yeah, it's fine. That's really important, actually. Knowing that Boone is not gonna somehow break away or something is pretty important. Now, the thing about the thing about Veronica is that I really, really want to do a request earlier or early.
Evening.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. Like our slogan says, it's better than nothing.
Who are you?
Samuel Kerr at your service. Me and my daughter Michelle here run this fine establishment. Now, we came here from Prim about a month past. Doesn't look like much, but it's one hell of a location.
Is it? Why'd you leave Prim?
Michelle and I used to run a little shop down in Prim. Of course, there was a prison break north of town. Bunch of inmates got out, and they just about shut down I-15. When traffic dried up, we took our heels to find us some customers. We skipped town real fast. There was no way we were staying back there.
Why is business so good here?
Because this is the only stop left. When 15 shut down, 95 became the route to the Strip. And this bar right here, well, it's where it's at, one way or another. They're sitting in these chairs. If they hit it big, they're drinking. And if they didn't hit it big, you bet your ass they're drinking here.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
You bet.
Do I? I do. He only has food and wine. Good for you. I don't need any of that. I'll see you later.
Goodbye now.
So you and your daughter. Look at all that stuff. I don't know where they are. Is he leaving? I think he's leaving.
Goodbye now.
Oh, I said goodbye. Oh, maybe that's... Oh, Michelle, yeah. And this mercenary wants to sleep. I think he's going to sleep right after.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
Who are you?
Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store. His name's Samuel. I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop.
Why'd you settle up in this dump?
There's more to the 188 than meets the eye. Troops move back and forth on 93 all the time, and 95 is how NCR folks come and go from Vegas. No shortage of customers, so long as Legion raids south of here don't get worse anyways.
And that's why this place is called 188. 93 plus 95.
You do know these old roads were numbered, right? We're standing where the 95 and 93 meet, and 95 plus 93 equals 188.
That's true. What do you know about Legion raids?
Not much. I hear some folks got killed down by Nelson. Or was it NVAC? I don't know. If they come up this way, me and Dad'll go someplace else.
Yeah, that's a good decision. It was by Nelson, though. We need to go down there still. But anyway, I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Have a look.
I think she has basically the same thing as her dad. Okay, I'll see you later.
Bye.
That guy's gonna steal her bed.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe he's not. He's just a creep. My god. Anyway, we don't worry too much about the AI in this game. Otherwise... Hi. Nope, just travelers. Doing their thing. And I'm climbing tables. Mercenaries, huh?
Hey there.
Can you spare some caps, mister?
Sure. Here's 35.
Thank you so much. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, you can't eat the caps.
Goodbye
But
now.
Sure. NCR. So we got destitute travelers. I think there's an arms merchant. Hello. Wait, what? Oh.
Hey there.
I think they're meant to be people who come from Vegas and don't have any more money, and they need some more.
You a merc? 'Cause you don't look like a prospector.
Yeah, something like that. Are you an NCR soldier?
Hell yes, sir. Well, not officially. Not anymore. They mustered me out a year ago. Administrative discharge.
Administrative discharge. What does that mean?
It means my CO was an asshole and I told him to eat shit. He ordered me to flog a couple deserters. Those kids didn't desert. They just got liquored up on the strip and missed roll call. I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these kids don't get more than 2 weeks of training before they ship them out here.
How did you end up selling weapons?
Going home didn't feel right. Not with those savages camped on the other side of the river sharpening their knives. And I still get to see my old platoon when they pass through here. Make sure the new CO is treating them right, and sneak them extra ammo. Anyway, I was always complaining about the standard issue gear. The new kids don't even get body armor. Can you believe that?
The NCR doesn't have the caps to outfit their troops?
Vegas is bleeding us dry. We're tossing caps at 100 different problems, while Caesar bides his time and lets us wear ourselves out. This war is gonna bankrupt the NCR unless we finish off the Legion fast and dirty. We shouldn't be perched up at the dam. We ought to be crossing the Colorado and sticking a boot up Caesar's ass.
I know a little bit to know what her plan would mean for the NCR. But it is really interesting that anybody would have this idea. We know later on in the game what the Legion is. Or not what the Legion is as in like an organization. We sort of know that already. But we know how powerful they are and where their weak points are and all this sort of stuff. And where Caesar is and all that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she were in charge of the NCR, what would happen. Show me what you have for sale.
Sure, no problem.
She has combat armor. Not... Oh, she has recon armor. It's very broken, but I think that's better. I remember using that. She has a lot of money as well. Well, I guess I'm going.
Evening.
To you as well. So, there's an NCR tent in here. Oh, but it's just more NCR people. It's not like an outpost or anything. There's people down here as well. And nothing here. Well, there's one person down here. The Forecaster.
Hi.
Hi? What do you have on your head?
Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today.
Where are your parents, kid? Are you all, you're here all alone?
I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own.
I'd like to see what you have for sale, though.
Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts.
You sell thoughts.
I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know, because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking.
What is your medicine? And how do you take it off?
This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean.
And you don't sell that junk behind you?
That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty.
I might be interested in buying your headache medicine. How much?
Thinking hurts you too? Aw, I wish I could let you have the one on my head, but I can't. It hurts real bad when I don't wear it.
I think I know what that is. That's probably from... the Fallout 1 has a thing like that as well. It's a mind control protector device thingy. I'll pay 100 caps to hear your thoughts.
Great. What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want?
Everywhere.
Let me take off my medicine. Bull and bear over the dam, at each other's throats. But a light from Vegas? Balls spinning on the wheel. More than 2 at the table. Placing bets. All lose in different ways. A dam of corpses. Towns of corpses. Scattered across the sand. But whose? In what shares? Even the dealer doesn't know. Forecast, a rain of blood will flood the desert and not purify it. Blah. Thinking about everywhere always makes me feel a little sick.
Yeah. How do you know these things?
Oh, I don't know anything, mister. I just think it. And then I don't.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Well, I didn't... even having played the game before... Oh, I can take his stuff. I didn't expect to find a seer down here. I mean, that's not his stuff, but still. I was gonna say that's the 188. Who are these two?
Have you seen what one of those anti-material rifles can do to a deathclaw?
I have not.
Man, I love my guns. We're just muscle. Alexander's the man to talk to.
Alexander?
Is there some reason I should be talking to you?
So you're a gun runner?
Like you even have a clue what that means.
Tell me about the gun runners.
The gun runners. They've been doing this for over a century. They provide rapid-fire death in the palm of your hands, just for a bit of caps. We're the NCR's #1 supplier of weapons and ammunition. You might call us an unofficial branch of the Army.
Suppliers of weapons and ammunition? That's not a branch of the armor. What do you do?
I'm a salesman. I swing through McCarran and the dam about once a week, and we pick up some orders. Lately, I spend most of my time in this piss heap. Ever since 15 shut down, all caravans come through here. Right to me. I check the stock and direct deliveries onward to meet orders. Sure, it stinks to hang around here, but it won't be forever.
Tell me about the gun runner caravans.
Not much to tell. We got Brahmin loaded up with weapons, and a whole mess of well-armed guards to make sure it ends up where it's supposed to. These little gun cases right here, they're rigged to explode. So trying to loot one of our caravans doesn't do much good. This is how the NCR stays equipped. The only thing we don't bring is energy weapons.
Why don't you deal in energy weapons?
We used to, but every caravan carrying them was getting ambushed and wiped out. I'd gather it was someone sophisticated enough to know which was which. We think it was the Brotherhood of Steel. Those guys always go hard for energy weapons.
I think we're going to learn about that later. I'm not really sure. I don't think it is the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't like your attitude. Why would I say that? It's like... It's not. It doesn't even have an attitude. It's like, oh, whatever. I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Am I selling? Yeah. Am I selling to you? No. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but you're small time. Move along.
Okay, now I don't like your attitude. So where can I buy some weapons?
There's usually a gun merchant hanging around topside. I'm sure she'll take care of you.
Yep. I don't like your attitude.
You like it better if I tell you to fuck off?
Well, they told me to fuck off. What a person.
Still making a nuisance of yourself?
Yeah, I still have the same check over here. All I need is guns.
Yeah, see ya.
You don't even know. Eddie, come here. Give me the... what is it? Guns... There's a magazine for guns. There it is. Merslurp Review. It is the weirdest name, but it is a reference to a specific magazine for military supply. I don't know about it.
Still making a nuisance of yourself?
Absolutely. I figured a guy like you gets his pick of killing gear.
You might be onto something. I like to hang on to any weapons mods I come across. Take a look.
So, now we have another trader, which is good. Yeah, I just wanted to have your money. And, of course, the experience.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye. Bye.